So, next, Layla appears. Layla is on television on SmackDown every week. Why? I don't... Obviously, she's an attractive woman. Anyone can see that. Other than that, I don't see anything about Layla that merits her being a contracted televised performer for World Wrestling Entertainment. I see nothing. And I wonder how this could possibly be good. And it's not even a match, it's just announced as Layla coming to the ring. So I think, oh god, she's going to cut a promo, which is what she does. She cuts some really rad, terrible promo about Miami and how she loves Miami, which is where they are, and how she used to be a cheerleader there. And then some really fucking terrible music comes on, and she starts doing that. Do you remember the dance-off that her and Eve had that she lost, that Crime Time set up a few weeks ago? She does that weird spastic seizure dancing that she's started doing. Someone really needs to tell Layla that when she does that, she doesn't look hot. She doesn't look like a good dancer. She looks like she's on fucking day release. Why? Who told her that she could dance? And who the fuck said that this was required on a wrestling show? Absolutely boggles the mind. How could this get any worse? Ricky Ortiz appears. What? Why? For what purpose? He comes out and says that people don't need to see Layla's dancing. They need inspiration and motivation. And he says that Miami Heat, whatever that is, I'm assuming it's a basketball team, a football team, I don't know. So he basically says that they're shit, and to get some heat off the crowd. And he says that her dancing won't help them, but he will. And he gets out his little towel and he says, "Rally up, everyone! Yes, that's right, rally up now." And I've written in my notes here, this makes my soul bleed a little. I mean, really, it was so dire. Layla rallies up and then drops the towel and then leaves the ring, and then that was the end of the segment. That was it. What the fuck was this? Like, literally, why? Who said, "I know what we can do tonight"? If this was a house show, maybe, because you know it's local heat, but this is wasting valuable television time. No! Fuck off! Oh my god, like, I can't believe that some people are employed as WWE writers and bookers, and I fucking work at Next. No! Anyway, moving on. Things get even worse because directly after that we get Word Up. Word Up. Still a TV segment. And guess what? It's the same as it is every week. The word of the week this week is championized. And my definition of championized would be championized. A term that will never, ever, 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 ever apply to Crime Time. Some sportsman who I wasn't paying attention to who it was appears, and Jesse appears to spoil the fun again. It's your boy Jesse, aka GZ. Shut it! Whoever is sanctioning this garbage deserves to spend an eternity in Mark Henry's laundry basket. Seriously, no. Bad SmackDown. Then we move on, funnily enough on a wrestling show, to some wrestling. And they build it up before this match. They say, "For the first time ever, Kane faces R-Truth." And I'm like, well, Kane's been back. This is his third week back. And in his first week, he pinned the Intercontinental Champion clean. In his second week, he pinned the number one contender after minimal interference. And now they're building up him facing R-Truth, who, excellent a performer as he is a jobber. That's not exciting. There's literally no suspense there. Todd Grisham said, "Can truth prevail over evil?" Which I thought was delightfully stupid. I thought this was going to be a huge, vicious squash. It wasn't. which is good on one hand, but on the other hand, if Mark Henry can viciously squash Chris Jericho on Raw, there's no continuity here. I don't think squash matches should really happen ever, though, so that was good. Funnily enough, unsurprisingly, we kick off with Kane overpowering Truth, and Kane hits that uppercut, which has always been one of the best parts of Kane's offense, but unlike old Kane, it's the only good thing left. It's still awesome. It's still the best uppercut in the business. But Kane is so sloppy now. He's so lazy in the ring. He's so obese and he's just not conditioned enough. There's a spot where Kane throws R-Truth over the ropes, but it's ruined because all the momentum's gone because Kane stops moving at one point and has to start himself up again, and because he's so enormous, it takes so much effort to start himself moving that there's just a huge pause, and it was embarrassing. Kane misses a boot and puts his leg over the rope, and then Truth hits an alright calf kick to... It's no Morrison calf kick, but it was alright to knock Kane over the rope, so it's nice to see Truth get some offense and some momentum. Kane hits a sidewalk slam, which was very sloppy on the uptake, but had very nice heavy impact on the way down, so I forgave it. And I was thinking as I was watching this that unsurprisingly this was the worst match I've seen R-Truth involved in ages, because Kane will bring any performer down. Kane locked in a bear hug at one point, and I loved the fact that JR said, "There's a bear hug, that's what Kane is, a big ugly bear." And I thought, lovely, lovely, big ugly bear. He is really ugly. Truth hit a very nice elevated DDT, and the match continued to be sloppy after that. And Truth is never sloppy. Truth's pretty tight, so I was annoyed that R-Truth had been made to look sloppy by Kane. And then this match is one of the worst endings of any match I've seen in a long time. Kane doesn't even get to chokeslam him. That would have been fine. I could have dealt with that, but no. Truth comes off the top rope, and Kane lifts his leg up, and that gets the pin. And while he's standing, and they sell it as Kane kicked him in the face off the top rope. It looked more like it hit R-Truth's stomach because Kane can't raise his leg high enough to hit someone in the face. Terrible ending. Unsurprisingly, again, this was all fairly obvious. Khali appears and lumbers, and I mean lumbers. The guy is like going about half a mile per day down to the ring, and Kane looks like he's ready to take him on, but R-Truth comes out of nowhere and missile drop kicks him. Very nice missile drop kick off the top rope, and then Kane is discombobulated and runs from Khali, so we've yet to see them properly square off. I hope we never do. I hope that Khali suffers a career-ending injury and we never have to watch that. In fact, no, I wouldn't wish that on a man. I just hope that he retires because he realizes that he's fucking shit. And then after this, for some reason, we get another R-Truth segment where he's Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky. Who the fuck is Pretty Ricky? It's some American band, is it not? Is that what this is a reference to? Or is it just really strange? I don't understand this. It's R-Truth with some false teeth and a lisp. I don't get it. Explain, someone, please. Also, someone get it off my television, because it's shit. Then, I'm running out of time in this part, I'm going to deal with this anyway. We have the Hart Dynasty against Crime Time and Eve Torres. Natalya does some trash talking at the start of this match. 6-person match. It's the Hart Dynasty including Natalya. I love that Natalya trash talks. She does some trash talking. It's lovely and old school. I like it. Shad is so bad. It's like, to tune into Smackdown and watch Shad wrestle. If you were to turn on at a moment when Shad was wrestling, I imagine it would be a similar sensation to the sensation you might experience if you went to brush your teeth and discovered that as you put your toothbrush into your mouth, that instead of toothpaste in your tube, there was somehow a mixture of arsenic and semen. Shad is fucking disgraceful. I can't believe this guy has been on WWE TV for over 2 years now. I just don't get it. The Hart Dynasty look good as usual. Even though David Hart Smith's not very good, they form a nice unit as a team, the two of them. They had a very nice double team on JTG where David Hart-Smith has him in a Samoan drop position and hoists him over onto Kid's knee for a gut buster, which was beautiful. That would have been a better finish than the shitty high and low they did last week. Eve is still shit, but she's improving in a way that Layla isn't. She'll never be good, but she's improving in a way that Rosa Mendez isn't, for example. She hit an okay roundhouse to Natalia's head, and then she hit an acceptable handspring moonsault, which was, watchable. That was quite good. But then it turns around and Natalya hits a hot shot, and then a spinning clothesline for the win. She needs a better finisher than that. She should really be using the sharpshooter, but this segment looked quite nice because it was a pretty sick clothesline because it actually dropped Eve on her head and neck. So I quite enjoyed it, and it was so good to see Natalya get a pin. She's been deserving that for ages. Anyway, I've run out of time. Turn over to part 3, guys. Thanks.